everybody, and welcome to today's video. If you haven't already seen my latest video, a jerkbait smallie show, go check it out because today's video is going to be something I've never done before, a gear review on how I smash those smallies. So this is something I've never done before. Dad and I make these videos and they're really just fun videos to try and get more kids into fishing. And I don't really go in depth about what we are using and how we are using it during the videos. And I've had quite a bit of questions about what I'm using during these videos. So we thought this would be a good way to answer all your questions about the gear we use and how we use it. Last weekend, I went out on the Outer Bay of Long Point and I smashed on some good quality smallmouth bass. So the main baits I was using were jerk baits. And actually, this weekend, I got a jerk bait stuck in my hand because I wasn't using pliers. Tip for you is always use pliers when you're going jerk bait fishing. Anyways, so I was using jerk baits mostly the entire time. And so jerk baits are a search bait. You cast them and then you jerk them a couple times. And we were mainly fishing them in the 6 to 10 feet range of water. The first jerk bait I used was this matte pearl Jackall jerk bait. It's actually my favorite jerk bait. It's a Rerange 110. And I love this jerk bait because I actually lost a big pike on it. I know it's weird that I love it because I lost a fish on it, but I just know it catches lots of fish. And so I caught one fish and I actually caught a perch while I was fishing with this. And then I was getting follow-ups, which means the fish were following the bait when I was jerking it, but they weren't committing. So I changed to this Rerange 110. It's the same style as that jerkbait, but it's different colors. And it is a secret shad too. I'm 12 years old. I won't remember all the names of the colors, so I have the laptop here today to help me out with that. And I caught a few more fish in the 6 to 10 feet range of water, but then we decided to go shallower. And I actually caught one of the biggest fish of the day on this. It still isn't my favorite jerkbait, but I really like the colors. As far as rods and reels go with the jerkbait, I was using a 7-foot medium light action rod, a Shimano SLX rod, and a Nasky 2500 reel, and I was throwing it on 20-pound Power Pro and 8-pound Suffix fluorocarbon. So the reason I tied on the fluorocarbon is because the water was super clear. You could see down 10 feet deep. This way the fish couldn't see the bright Power Pro, and I think the fluorocarbon really helped because the water, as I said before, was super clear, and it obviously helps because I was catching quite a few fish, and I'm definitely going to be tying it on in the future when I fish clear water situations such as that one. As I said before, some fish follow the bait, but they don't necessarily commit. So there is something called follow-up baits. Follow-up baits are for when, like I said, the fish don't commit. You can just chuck the follow-up bait out and you can try and get the fish's attention with the different bait and see if they commit to a different style bait. So the first follow-up bait I used was this Jackall Nico Flick, wacky rigged, and I used this for quite a while, but I wasn't, the fish weren't reacting to it like I wanted them to react. They weren't like jumping on it. The second follow-up bait I used was a 2.8-inch Jackall Rhythm Wave, and the color is green pumpkin watermelon right here, and it is actually a new color. It's the first time I used it. I actually caught a whole bunch of rock bass on this bait. They absolutely love this bait. And at the very end of the day, when we were in way shallower water, like from 2 to 5 feet deep water, I saw a fish and I casted to it and I smoked him. And it was actually the biggest fish I caught of the day, and it was on the smallest bait. So when it comes to follow-up baits, the hooks that I used for the worm was a wacky jig, and it has the jig. I used a jig instead of a weightless one because then I can feel the jig more when it goes down. And then for the Rhythm Wave, I was using a Finesse Half Moon Jig. I believe it was 3/16 of an ounce, the same as this. And then when it comes to rods and reels and line, I was pretty much using the same combo, the same line. I was using 20-pound Power Pro, and instead of 8-pound, I was using 6-pound Cephix fluorocarbon. Overall, I think these baits were a pretty good combo. I caught a lot of fish that day, and I had lots of fun. This was the gear I used during my smallmouth jerkbait bass video. I hope you liked today's video. If you have any suggestions, ideas, or questions about the gear I used, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more content like this, please click the big red subscribe button. And always remember to take a kid fishing. They'll have fun.